And hello, welcome to another Onyx Dude video. We are continuing our interview series, interviewing Undernight players. And today we have.
Hello, I'm Jaca, recent AWT champion for Under Night in Birth, Brazilian Orient player, currently living in Europe.
All right, so you said it, recent winner. So before we get to that, because I do want to get to how we got to AWT, can you tell me how did you get into fighting games to start with?
I was really bored during COVID, and so I picked up uni, and here I am. That's kind of the long and short of it. I mean, I tried a few fighting games back in 2020 when I had infinite free time, but yeah, uni is the one that clicked with me the most. That's the one I've been playing for the most part.
And you said you've been playing Under Night since 2020, 2021?
Yeah, so right around this clear release, I picked up the game and I've been playing consistently since then.
Okay, so people probably know this already, but who do you play, and was that the character you initially started with, or did you try different characters before you settled on your current main?
Yeah, so currently I play Ori, but this is somewhat recent. I started the game playing Linnae actually. This probably lasted for around 6 months. And then my pad broke and I bought a hitbox, and I thought it would be a good idea to change characters, so I started learning Batista. That's pretty much what I played for most of my lifespan in this game. I played her up until EVO Japan 2024 in Under Night in Birth 2. But I essentially went into that tournament kind of wanting to learn something different after I came back, and Ori is the character I picked, and that's the one I've been playing since.
Yeah, it's a very interesting character pathing. Can you elaborate a little bit more on what kind of brought you to like Litney? And I know you said like hitbox for Batista, but was there like anything else for Batista?
Yeah, so for Linnae, I just picked her because she seemed extremely simple, and she is a very simple character, so for a beginner into fighting games, it seemed appropriate. For Batista, I just picked her up because she seemed like a really interesting character, and I think she's one of Kamoni's best designed characters overall. I just think she's really cool, the way the charge and negative edge, how it works, extremely unique and fun character. But also very demanding executionally, so if I would like stop playing the game for a few months, which I kind of did because I'm usually busy with other things, it was kind of a hassle to come back to Batista and have to grind execution. That's why I kind of picked a character that's like easy in this regard, which is Ori. So this is kind of a character I can play more or less casually, which is how I play the game, like taking breaks every few months to do other things. But I can always come back to Ori, and she's just such a simple and solid character that rewards fundamentals in the game. That she's just kind of easy in that regard, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, I would definitely say I agree with Ori being easy. Well, at the very least, easier than Batista having to do all the execution checks.
Yeah.
So before you moved to Europe, you were in South America, correct?
Yeah, that's pretty much where I learned the game. Yeah, I've been in Europe for a year and a half only.
Can you talk a little bit about what it was like trying to grow and compete as a player in that region in South America?
Yeah, it was kind of an interesting experience because I think fighting games in general were kind of in a downward slope during the COVID times. It's kind of unfortunate. That's when I decided to start playing fighting games. And we were playing Under Night, the previous version, which had no rollback and like no prospects for like a future game at the time. Nonetheless, the game was really fun, and there were a lot of people wanting to learn the game. And I think like just through passion and I don't know, community, we were able to grow stronger even during those rough times. I think it's the same for other regions as well. I think everyone got stronger during clear. Yeah. I mean, as far as Brazil is concerned, I'm not sure if it was too different than other regions during clear, because I don't know, it's kind of like a Discord fighter. I mean, Brazil has a smaller community and a very blessed community. For other that, I think like in general, all unique communities around the world are pretty nice. But in Brazil, like we were always coming up with like different events for beginners and all sorts of level of play, which weren't just like standard tournaments. And yeah, I've always had a blast playing this game with everyone in Brazil, like coming up with stupid shit to do and weird tournaments and events to run, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, maybe it was like a cursed time for fighting games, but I think I have my fondest memories of the game back during those times. Yeah, I can't complain too much, I guess.
Yeah, I definitely feel you. A lot of regions were suffering, but it does feel. I'm not really sure what the right word is, but I guess I'll say it feels very nice hearing you say that the Brazil scene kind of stuck together and just really kept pushing the game and kept playing the game despite the cursed era the other night found itself in before Uni 2. So, can you talk a little bit about your Arxis World Tour run leading into your eventual first place win?
Yeah, sure. So I think I got a pretty blessed run in many regards. I pulled out because the random seeding was done on the first day that we were there, and I was gonna face whoever got second in the LCQ, and then into either Ohito or Defiant, depending on whoever won round one, and then winners finals is kind of hard to predict, right? But yeah, so I ended up facing Miyagi Muteki round one, and I was pretty confident that I could win over him because I have, I think, decent Izumi matchup experience. I think we have like a strong Izumi here in Europe who I've been playing against quite a bit, and I felt confident watching Miyagi play that I could beat him. And then after that, it was kind of a toss-up. Obviously, Defiant and Ohito are, in my opinion, contenders for the best players in this game, easily. Having said this, I think I have like a decent matchup into Defiant in general. I think like we kind of have similar understanding of the game, so the way he plays makes a lot of sense to me. And for Ohito, I am really practiced against Seth, so I wouldn't say I was confident against him, but it was definitely, I could definitely put up a good fight, and I think that it showed when I played him. Yeah, so I beat Dinaiko, and then I beat Ohito, and then I faced Senaro in winners finals, and I lost, I think, 0-3 on winners finals. Maybe I have some stuff to say about fighting Senaro in general. I don't know in how much detail you want me to go in.
Oh,
but yeah, I lost
please share your thoughts if you have any.
I don't know. I think I have a lot of respect for Senaro as a player, and I think that respect just kind of grew more during that event. I'd played Senaro before at EVO Japan, and in fact I sent him to losers in that tournament. So I kind of had like a vague memory of the way he played, but yeah, playing him that weekend, like before the tournament in casual setups, he was like a very like methodical and reactive player. It was really fun playing him in offline setups, like in casuals. We were going pretty even. And then when I faced him in the tournament in winners finals, he kind of switched it up completely, and I just thought that was fascinating. It was like completely flabbergasted. Like he was playing like way more aggressive, taking like so many more risks and doing like a bunch of crazy stuff. And I couldn't help but feel like he was like tricking me the whole weekend when we when we were playing casuals, like playing a completely different game. So yeah, I got a completely like surprised during winners finals, and he beat me pretty handily. He sent me to losers where I faced Omni, another Outnum, great Outnum player, for the chance to go to grand finals. I was expecting to lose to Omni because he had beat me in the casuals during that weekend. But yeah, somehow I pulled through that losers finals and got my chance to get revenge on Cenaro. And by that point, I kind of already I understood that he had switched the way he played. And yeah, I beat him in grand finals. I reset the bracket and then beat him. What you say about it? I think I think I was like easily my strongest point in that tournament was that I was like completely calm and relaxed the entire time, even in grand finals, because I don't even know why. I think I was just kind of like in another headspace. I was really just playing like it was almost playing like a net play bracket. I remember like playing him in grand finals and like some annoying Eldenham interaction would happen. I would just like roll my eyes like it wasn't like $12,000 on the line or whatever. So yeah, I was playing like extremely calm, and I think Cenaro was not. I think he was I don't know, not as calm as me, let's just say. And yeah, really kind of ended up working in my favor.
I will say, I know a couple people who purposely will play casuals and play one way, and then knowing that they'll fight someone in bracket and then completely switch it up. So, so I know it's a real strategy.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe this just goes to show how maybe I'm a little green in these these meta games that are played at this level. Like I was not really sure what the other top players were thinking in terms of like casuals during this event. I mean, I want to say that I have a pretty open mind and I kind of just wanted to play everyone on the entire weekend and have fun. But at the same time, it's like, okay, there is actually like real stakes here. I would understand if somebody doesn't want to play me or whoever else because they are like saving stuff for bracket or they don't want to give information. I think that's understandable. But I think so you kind of like I don't know, you're not too sure. Like it really depends on the player. But I think like most people were pretty happy to play casuals. I think only like a few players were maybe avoiding other players to I don't know, have some kind of edge. But for the most part, I was happy to play everyone during casuals that weekend. It was pretty fun. Yeah, it made the event more fun for me.
No, it was a great event to watch. But of course, I do have to ask, seeing how you have won, how did you feel in that moment after it was all over and you were the winner?
Yeah, it was really, really strange. I did not expect to win. This I'll say. I don't think anyone expected me to win. So I don't know. I don't think I really. I don't know. It never really dawned on me. Like it kind of didn't really feel real, and it still doesn't kind of feel real. That's kind of a boring answer, but yeah, that's how it is, I guess. I don't know. You kind of maybe go into an event like this and you. Like beforehand, you think in your mind like what would be my reaction to winning like such a thing. Maybe you think that you're gonna like jump for joy or like cry or whatever. But yeah, just in the moment, I just did not even know what to say. Honestly, I was kind of struck.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a type of feeling. I never had something like that happen, but I always wonder if I had won something, how would I feel? But I think your response is pretty. I think you say boring, but I think it's pretty interesting. I also think it's pretty relatable, personally.
Yeah.
So moving away from AWT for a moment, when you think about how far you've come as an Under Night player, is there anything that you've learned that you wish you like knew sooner, like when you started playing?
kind of a tough question. Um, I don't know that I have an answer for that. I don't think so. Um, yeah, I don't think I have an answer for that. The answer is no. I don't think so. I guess.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Do you have any players that you enjoy watching?
Yeah, plenty of players. So a lot of the Japanese players I enjoy watching. I really like watching Ohito. Like watching Kyo. I like watching obviously the Japanese ORIAs, specifically Ryu and Ishine, for obvious reasons. I like watching Big Black and Defiant a lot, especially them facing each other. I think these guys are insane. Big Black specifically, I feel like plays in a way that is like very foreign to me, so watching him play is fun. Yeah, a bunch of Brazilian players I like watching too, like Gizim. Thiago I like watching playing as well. ClassFit and Hankino also fun watches. Yeah, there's probably more players that I could name that escape my mind right now, but I'd say plenty of them.
Okay, so you are the first player in my interview series outside of North America, so I think you'll have a pretty interesting answer for this next question. Is there anyone who is newer to Under Night that you think we should keep an eye on? Any up and coming players in particular?
I think so. I want to say somebody in Brazil. Obviously, I'm trying to think. So, like one of the strongest, if not the strongest Brazilian player right now, like who's active is Akaza. He's like a Londrekia player. I don't know if you can call him a new player, but maybe I think he started really grinding in Uni 2. So I guess like compared to me, I guess he would be called a new player. But I think he's already kind of known and recognized even outside of Brazil. So. Yeah, but we have somebody who started playing. Also, there's a Brazilian Biaku player called Eon. From what I understand, he's been improving greatly. I played him a little bit when I was back in Brazil last year. He certainly have been improving a lot. I'm sure he's also going to become really strong. He seems extremely dedicated and methodical about the game. So hopefully we get like a top level Biaku in Brazil soon, which we really need. And yeah, I think I'll go with those two for the moment.
Okay, and I didn't quite catch the name of the Biaku player. Can you say his name again, please?
Yeah, so I guess in Portuguese it would be said Eon, but it's just spelled E-O-N.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was trying to see if I recognize that name. Sometimes I like to take a look at top 8 placements from South America and take note of what characters being played down there. I think I might have seen that name, but I can't recall in this current moment. So I've asked this for everyone else so far. I'm gonna ask you this as well. But a lot of people are very quick to talk about matchups they don't particularly like playing in Under Night. But I want to flip the script and ask, is there any characters that you enjoy playing in Under Night?
Yeah, I like playing the mirror. I think it's always fun, pretty much on any character I'm on. So with Ori specifically, I like playing against Batista. As I said, Batista is a very fun character. I enjoy playing her and also playing against her. I think is really fun. I think also I maybe this isn't the most controversial take I have. I actually enjoy playing against Nanase. I think she's a fun character to fight, even though in this version I think she's a little too stupid for my likes, but I still think it's fun. What else? Yeah, I mean, as you said, it's way easier to think about characters I don't like fighting against. Yeah, so I think for now I'll say Batista and say I like fighting.
Okay. Yeah, I also like fighting Batista a lot as Makaba. I'm not I am curious about What is it about Batista? Is it just because you used to play the character, so you kind of understand how she works, or is it
Yeah,
something else?
I think that helps quite a bit. I mean, it also helps that she's like substantially less cringe in this version. Unless she wasn't uniquely, I'm sure if I played her uniquely, I would roll my eyes a lot more. I just think fighting her in neutral is really fun. Like she has so many options, and you have so many options, and she like the way that she is, she can always cover like all your options, but never at the same time. So you really have to pay attention to like what charges she has, like what are her options, what are my options, and it's just like very dynamic, interesting neutral. That is, yeah, I think like more interactive than most zoners in this game to play against. And like when a Batista is like really oppressing you in neutral, you kind of have to give your hats off to them, honestly, because that character requires some finesse.
Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely like Uni 2 Batista over Clear Batista for sure. So, do you have any rivals? Or anyone you might consider your rival?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, maybe the closest one that I could consider my rival, because I think what it makes sense to consider a rival is somebody who you kind of like grew up in the game alongside with, and like who you competed with against a lot to both get stronger. I guess in this sense, I would say maybe Hankino would be my rival. Oh yeah, so we're talking about like, I mean, he's definitely not an up and coming player, but I think he's definitely not as well known outside of Brazil because he participates in no tournament. But essentially, he's when he's active playing, which he currently is not. He usually dominates the scene completely. He's the strongest player we have. So he used to play Linné and then he switched to Seth, and he essentially started the game around the time I did. And yeah, we both grew strong, we were kind of in sync somehow. I don't know if it would be really accurate to say that we are rivals, but like I guess he's the closest one I can think of. Like when you said that, that's the one who came to my mind.
Okay, I mean that's a completely fair answer. Got a question. Do you maybe have anyone in Europe you might consider a rival?
I don't think so. No, I mean, the best player in Europe is Nefros. I would not consider him my rival, though. He is somebody that I aspire to beat, and like at all times, because he's really strong. But yeah, I would not say that he's my rival or anything. Yeah, I mean, by the time I came to Europe, I was already like kind of a seasoned player, so I don't know that I was like in the mindset to make any rivals, and I also am not like as active in the game as I was in Brazil. So yeah, I don't think I don't have any European rivals, I would say.
Okay, that's definitely fair. So AWT is a very big win for you. Do you have any other goals with the game after that? Yeah, anything else you might want to try going forward?
The answer is kind of. I mean, I'm busy with like a lot of IRL stuff, so I don't have time to like grind the game and become number one, unquestionably. So I don't have like a goal competitively speaking, like oh I want to go to this tournament and win it or anything. But I do really care about this community, and I kind of like think about ways to, I don't know, to give back to the community, to like organize maybe like events and things of that sort. And yeah, to just keep everyone, like new players, interested, and like existing players like motivated to get better and things like this. I think it's something important to me. It's something that I think we did really well in Brazil, and the people there continue to do. And maybe like here in Europe, I wanted to contribute in this regard. But yeah, I mean, also I would love to attend other tournaments within reason. It's kind of difficult for me because it's traveling is expensive and I'm busy. But if I have the chance to go to a tournament, I will, and I'll continue having a blast, like visiting new places and competing in this wonderful game.
That's very apple. I definitely relate to those goals. So we have reached the end of the interview. But if there's any shout outs you want to give to anyone or any group of people, that would be the time to give it.
Yeah, I mean, yes, shout outs to the Brazilian community. You guys are alright. That's what I'll say about that.
All right. So there you have it. That concludes our interview. Thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.